this is such I guess you could say, I'm going to make it an informal conversation because I want everyone here has their own unique situation, their own position right now. And what we're going to be talking about today is basically how do you turn what each of us have today, besides horrible handwriting, is how to turn your influence into income. Boom. And I think one things that we all have a passion for, and I think where all of our passion started at was advocating manufacturing, advocating women in our industry, advocating the industrial market, advocating for our companies that we work for, how to drive better brand awareness for what they're doing. And Chris and I have a lot of talking points, so we're going to do our best not to stop on them. But whenever I'm going out there and we get approached for the first time on a company that says they want to collaborate with us, they want to work with us, they want to say, Jake or Eddie or Ann or Tim, we like what you're doing. How do we work with you? How do we leverage your audience to share our story? And you have an opportunity now to take what you have as an influence, what you have as an impact, and turn it into an income. So I have three things that I want to touch on today, and hopefully I don't step on too much on Chris's shoes. But the first thing is when you're going out there and you want to hit an income, the first thing I always say is discover. And the first point I make when it comes to discover is discover what your partner wants to achieve. Discover what the company that wants to work with you, what is their objective. A lot of times you can dive in deeper and you can be more successful when it comes to a partnership when you understand what they're trying to do. So whenever a company asks me, the first thing I say, what do you want to get out of this? And what is the story that you want to share? Going back to, story from the first part. And once you have an understanding of what they want to do, you can immediately figure out how do I best drive the value that I have, and through the posts that I make, the keynotes that I give, the videos that I create, the webinars and interviews that I record, we can, once we figure out what they want to achieve through that discovery, we can really figure out what their goal is and better leverage that. The next thing that I would say when it comes to turning that into is communicate what your value is. And this is one of those things is what makes Ann so special about what she's doing with workforce development. When it comes to communicating to HR professionals and hiring professionals, what it means to get them excited about coming to work for that company. What does it mean for Emily when she's out there and she's creating marketing plans and websites and logos? How is she communicating the value that she drives through that? So I think the first thing is you go and you discover what they're looking for, and then you're communicating to them how you fit into that. The last one that I would say is leverage your authentic voice. Leverage the value that you have to push with that. And I think the biggest thing is how do you leverage from that? The best thing that you can do when it comes to pushing that income is show the success stories that you've already created. Show how you've created content. Show how posts or videos that you've edited when it comes to trade shows. Or all these successful 100+ people, Megan, that you've had on your show. Leverage to say, this is my voice, this is what I'm bringing to the industry, and allow you to really push that. So those are the big things when I'm going through and I'm doing that. I'm discovering what the company's looking for. I'm communicating with them the value that they're needing, and I'm leveraging my authentic voice and the reach that I have in the industry.